Hello, brothers and sisters. I'm going to make this really quick. Just have a quick question because many Christians believe they do not have to keep the commandments of God due to false teaching or belief. But Revelation 14, a midway point of the book of Revelation, because many Christians also believe the book of Revelation is in uh, chronological order, which it is not. But Revelation 14 is all about a vision, the vision of the blessed day of the Lord and doomsday for the wicked and those who took the mark of the beast. These servants of God would endure at that point in that chapter. It also talks about angels sent to proclaim the fall of Babylon. It is the vision of the harvest describing those who are sealed, the 144 who did not defile themselves in the abominations of the Antichrist. Revelation 14 also speaks of the wicked, those who refuse to come out of Babylon, persisting in the submission unto the beast, even promoting his cause, and how Jesus Christ will inflict his wrath upon them. In Revelation 14, verse 11 and 12, it says, "And the smoke of their torment ascended up forever and ever, and they have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name." Verse 12 says, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus." The reason why it said in verse, the reason why it says in verse 12 of Revelation 14, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus," is because many will refuse to come out of Babylon, even up to the end of the age, and will want to persistently partake in Babylon's sins. Therefore, the wicked, the idolaters, will receive her plagues, because in the ruin of such incorrigible wicked people, it would also serve to set forth the excellency of the patience and obedient saints at or during that time, where by the grace of God they shall be rewarded with salvation and glory, while the treachery and rebellion of others shall and will be punished with everlasting destruction. Again, Revelation 14 is talking about a vision, a remarkable yet horrifying day of harvest. But I have a question for non practicing holiness, non practicing obedient people, as well as rapture believers. Why do you believe you don't have to follow the commandments of God for whatever reason you currently do not follow them now? While thinking you were going to heaven or going up in a rapture before the reign of the son of perdition, while we know of others in Revelation 14 who will remain here, those whom you probably call the tribulation saints, of whom you don't think you are or will be. But again, Revelation 14, verse 12 says, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus." So, if keeping the commandments of Jesus is implied here in Revelation 14 to the remaining saints that cause the saints to finally go home into eternal glory through a perilous time where it will be easier, loosely speaking, to do as you are told and submit to the beast, why would a bunch of non practicing holiness and obedient Christian, minus the Antichrist, who has not publicly debuted yet, to make a living hell to the fifth or 50th power, shall I say, uh, why do you think that you will still get glory and salvation and or be the first to get it before everyone else without having kept the commandment of God, without practicing a life of obedience to God? Because if you remember in Revelation 14, verse 12, it says, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus Christ." Meditate on prayer on that.